quite for the utility in terms of visuals, but sure as destructive here. 30 seconds and the push around pillar starts to form.
Seems like we might see some drops happen soon. Users will find Deepak with a grenade. That's going to be a massive kill. Suddenly you have that echo of the board. Those drones will not be moving in anymore as Leon will find one going aggressive with the SMG-11. Suddenly opens up a whole new avenue. This smoke canister could be huge as well as Kanto will find a man on the top of these backstairs.
Kanto gets the stack up! Both of them swing around the corner, forced out of position by the smoke canister we said was going to be huge. They could not sit and try and hold the cover of the angle, and granted, they got to have it move, but Kanto... A bit of damage done underneath Deepak. He is playing on a sliver of health. The C4, though, just needs a second to communicate with the players on the other side. They've hopped in. They're going for the plant. There goes Deepak, dropped on the corner. The rotation up towards the side of White, but Neo's getting the plant in the meantime. Do they have an angle and a watch? It's crying up from underneath the spray, and the cover comes through the Izami and the spray, and there's a cold kit. Spoit gets himself tucked into the corner now in 15 seconds. Cryan goes down on the rotate, the 4 versus 2. Leon's holding off the White stairs side. Spoit is just tucked in the corner. He doesn't want to get blind, so he tries to swing in first. Leon has the cover and the support. He's on the back of the Lion. He's only got a couple of seconds.
Oh, no way.
He's keeping Spoit alive. Leon either side. There it is, Leon. Kids!
A 2v4 clutch happening there, timing slowly ticking down.
And steady attempt to grab the intel that was required of them before, but this time there seems to be a slightly sharper spark, and there it is, Kanto. He's able to find one, sprays towards Usus, and Cryan has the support structure to give him a second. There is that response they've been wanting to have towards this opening game. Tyrant's concerned about the approach that might come around from the White stairs, so pulls himself and tucks around onto the shower side. Ooh, bit of a risk from Leon, and it does not pay off. Just huge gouts of damage. And there's Spoit putting a little bit further into MnM here. A 4 versus...
Tyrant now right above it. He could go for a drop. He does have a grenade as well. He can drop in first, but Neo finds a kill. Spoit taken out. There comes the aggressive drop. They might have heard that. It's the swing. That's the kill as well. Now only one left. Neo go for the drop themselves as well. Shut down by Kanto. Again, a double kill from him as he just shuts them down casually as they come in one by one.
Going to see if they can try and take this engagement as a 2 versus 1. Cryan, how long are you going to stick around for? Long enough to lose both windows, either side of the play. There's the first. The grenade is able to be moved out of a bit of a late throw there on an impact. It didn't really impact anything at that point. Maybe a bit of a panic and a hope for a swing. There's another player. Cryan cannot quite get it though. Nello gets the cement in. They lost 1 for the excursion, but they also lost
15 seconds. They don't really have anything to go for here except for the door that opens up for the E1D to lead them in, but the smoke canister blinds them off completely. Leon will find it first. Kanto locks it off again, and that is going to be 4-0 for Rogue. They're looking to make this a quick one.
You swing, you don't really have too much as a direct support structure. The reveal of the camera is going to put a little bit of a problem in the second and sees the barrel of a gun, but the cover comes around on the back end. Solotov does the damage needed. Kanto is looking for a spray from the back line. Cryan has tried to rotate his way back up, loses the engagement here. Solotov, he's found a lot more success on the roll of the Nook. And one more out the door for him for the round. MnM find their first.
Well done by MnM there. He's coming up from that top floor. There's very limited ground that they're covering. Kanto with a beautiful pick onto Solotov. Will be shutting him down from the trophy side. That's one less player to worry about. Also a player who has been quite on point throughout the match so far. Oh, Tyrant is inside!
Tyrant, the Nook, slips right in sight, gets a freebie on Deepak, locked into the cameras. Obviously, that's a big grand reveal. Neo's now there for support. Nello comes in with a kit as well. They're sort of saying, it's ours, lads. Let's make the most of it. Leon, he's going for the rotate here, but there's a player coming up around the backstairs. The pistol from range. He's about to be pressured from Tyrant behind him as well. Do they know? They don't know. It's a scrappy engagement, but it's Tyrant's under the blind of the Grismod. Kanto, his second for the round. Spoit going for the retake here onto the side of Split. There's one to the right and a rotate behind him. The kit is currently uncovered. It's a fight in the middle of the site, and the stage is almost the second for him, but he might tuck. See if he can get it tailed to the end. Tyrant, he's going for the swing. Spoit gets it. Spoit gets it! Spoit either side. One on Split. They've got to find the kit. It was where you started, lad. At least he can find bodies. If he can't find the kit itself, Rogue, 5 rounds. Some support, they're concerned. Bounce somebody playing around to Pillar. They want to push that location in 30 seconds. A push is going to have to come to a shove very soon. Here it comes. The blitz down in the corridor, gets in front of the smoke, tries to spray it, draws the focus, but Neo and Tyrant get one apiece. They're losing massively against Tyrant on the side of Pillar. It's suddenly just there, a spray and a knockdown, but they don't quite get picked up the pieces. Just Spoit left. A technical 4 versus 1. They should have the time to get up Solotov if they wanted to. But at this point, they're just going to hold out for the engagement. Neo wins it out. MnM locked down Pillar.
The Pillar being the crucial factor there, as you said. Diffuser drop there, losing the men all around it. And maybe we'll even see a bit of an aggressive swing from Tyrant, who's waiting for him. He'll find the headshot as well. Takes him down.
Tyrant, he is having a huge game. Closer and closer to the door here. Rogue is still weighing up options. They know how close he is. I don't think they do.
They definitely don't, and that's going to be a punch hole. Might lead to a third kill of Tyrant. Wish to go for. Deepak just holding the angle for now until Crying can clear with his face. Sure that no one can escape. Now they know it's clear. 16 seconds left. There's nothing left for them except for running upstairs.
I mean, that's it. They get one out of the trouble. The call on the play is there, but, well, there's the worst thing you want to see. Deepak has to charge through it. No other option. The grenade up at least gets one on the way out the door, but that fire is going to last right until the end of the round. Another one for MnM. 5-3. They pull them back one at a time. Prize strike. Right tucked up close. Kanto rotating.
Maybe for a grenade to toss it up from above, but oh, there they go aggressively. Tyrant and Solotov both pick up a kill. And that is definitely going to be taking the heat out of the attack of Rogue. Spoit and Crying, though, still looking to take this top floor into their own hands. Spoit will find one, but the pings are coming through. That's a slow crawl as well. It's only up to Crying now. He gets shut down after an extra kill, and it's MnM that will find themselves with yet another round. Only one away now from equalizing the score with Rogue.
Deepak on the far side as well. There's a little bit of a stretcher. 2 and a 2 instead of the solo pressure. Spoit suffers on the back end of it. Deepak's inside Laundry, putting pressure on the far end. There's the attention port. Spoit gets one. Cannot find the second. Tyrant and Spoit finally gets the end of it on the swing round, but we're looking at 10 seconds. Leon's got to hot foot it with the kit itself. There is still a C4 in the pocket of Nello to play onto default. There's Users gone. There's Solotov with the shotgun. There's a cold kit on the far side. They got themselves into sight. Tucked, but nowhere to go. A team kill was the bad end of a sentence, and we are all tied up. Hopes that he can get a tricky swing out here. Hopes that his position is one that doesn't go fully contested. There it is. Tyrant hops up, drops Deepak a 5 versus 2.
Definitely going to be making it a lot more tricky for Rogue here. It is going to be the first one from Spoit, though. Bringing it back to a 4-2. We've seen them win these, but usually on that defense. So it needs to be a completely different ball game here as Kanto looking to knock up on that front door, but no one is showing themselves. MnM have definitely learned from their past games, but as Tyrant finds one, it is going to be the lockup from him as well as he finds the second. MnM match point now, only needing a single round more to find themselves with 3 points against Rogue.
Solotov, he's holding and hoping. He does a scratch bit of damage. Spoit suffers on the approach inside. Walk in, there it is. It's all across the board, but Spoit stands, well, for a second victorious. There it is, Spoit. He gets a triple and is doing everything to keep Rogue.
Crucial. It's only one member left on that top floor. It is Kanto. If they do manage to find him, suddenly that top floor falls, and he is going to be walking right into it, but he's shot a bit prematurely, gets shot down. Kanto finds the kill. Leaves it only up to Nello. Hit a 1v3 and 25 seconds left on that clock. He just needs to be patient now. Has another smoke canister to use, but they're starting to come through. Deepak is knocking on that front door, looking to find a way in as his teammates out there. Smoke canister pops. A little bit of damage done. That's an angle to be shot, but Nello will not connect. It's Rogue that will find themselves to go to OT.
Only just over the line, mate.
Definitely a big factor of keeping them in. Tyrant sees the shadow coming, knows it, but is not quick enough. Spoit will find it. That's an entry, and that is huge, especially on the fact that, well, the damage. So rotate up the stairs, doesn't quite see that. Neo finds the kill, goes back, right behind the pillar, finds himself in safety. Now we can actually provide some support towards the elbow.
And there it is, swung right round. Solotov caught out in the mix of it, but at least Usus is there to stop Spoit. Leon, he keeps the balance slightly balanced, but it's a 2 versus 2. Nello, he went for an aggressive retake of there, hoped that there would be somebody else swinging around the side of elbow, but they're both round onto the default site. They're going to see if they can try and get the plant in. Are they going to hold on the cover? It's a technical 2 versus 1. The spray fire doesn't quite fully connect. It does at the very end. There's Leon, though. Pops up round the corner. There's Nello. And the team captain just clings on to the defensive round. Through, here comes the smoke. There goes the Candela, potentially on the back line. No, put back in pocket and waited for Nello to go for the drop. There's the Yokai doing everything to stop the swing. There's the swing round on the back of it. The fight goes into Kanto's favor, blinded, but he already had the reticule lined up. 20 seconds and Siren gets one out, but there's no route on a rotate, and that is death. If he opts for the fire, takes the damage and a little bit more death for his trouble. Cannot, oh, I was gonna say, cannot take the push. He does if he goes that way around. Misses the first slip, no health, and they're in front of him and behind. We're going all the way, Des.
It's going to be giving him the opportunity to rotate out.
Well, now he instantly knows the player's on that window, gets himself to the slightly different corner, so the pressure can't come so easily, but he has a hop out. Usus has the cover, gets one. There it is over the top, Neo, but Usus keeps the balance in their favor. There is one more player, and Kanto finally gets it. Solotov is down. It's a technical. More cooked. That's going to bounce its way over and get the destruction onto that. There is the rotate round onto the side of Armory. They have that control locked back in a minute. He gives himself at least an option in a pre-fire, hoping somebody was holding that angle a little bit more delicately, but he also limits the space that he can sort of get himself set up in. They are not moving MnM. It's a 3 versus 1, and they're not going to have a repeat. MnM take the 2 points at the end of a grueling experience.
It's a game of 2 halves, Emmy. It was a 5-1 for Rogue, which turned into a 6-6. Eventually, MnM victorious as they had the defense overtime starting side.